questionable how big of a connection are you going to be, and what's the cost, because you're going to have to put in new transformers and update all of the grid from the backbone. So those are the other challenges I think that there are in order to get
no matter how you look at it, you have to have it be, and you have to have the fundamental processes and governance in place appropriately, and then also have the human social capital practices and the numbers. How many times do companies not look at the turnover numbers or the retention statistics?
Renewable power alone, just to power your electrolyzer to produce this green H2, you're looking at $5 to $6 per kilogram, which I haven't seen anyone with an appetite to offtake hydrogen at that price. But once you meet these thresholds,
and now one of the transitions I'm seeing in the market is a move toward deep climate tech, which is not just measurement and management, but fundamentally changing the building blocks of how our economy and how our world has been created by us. So I'm going to give you one example today. Don't open these.
Imagine that I'm a venture capital investor, and I believe that the food system of the future is going to have to be significantly more efficient and more sustainable than it is today. And I'm looking to back the innovators that are going to deliver that future.
Incredibly important. This journey is a little bit behind. I wouldn't say behind is not the right term. It's just it's the next generation of offshore wind. There was a period through the 80s and 90s where there was a considerable focus on shallow water offshore.
We're either investing in new battery chemistries or even new solar cell technology. So rather than, what I think will be really fascinating is now starting to commercialize, hybrid cells.
We can actually balance each other out. So hydropower can be used for baseload, but it can also be used to balance. There are formidable advancements, and Christine has covered this, in terms of wind and solar technology, but to have hydropower as your backup plan.
There's arguably a circumstance in which these safety valves don't apply. You can be left with a project where a significant portion of the cost is going to be disallowed, and you will never be able to earn your expected return on investment.
Most of us in this room, the first time that we really feel climate change is from what we see in the grocery store. What will be available, what won't be available, what the prices are. And so after energy, it's meat that's the largest.
My standpoint is more statutory and less analytical, and kind of it's making sure all the boxes check. There are certain things whether it's for individuals or installing, energy efficient, seeking the individual tax credit for energy.
The way that we kind of took a crack at it was, let's choose a synthetic-based chemistry because we know that that's going to be able to scale. We can make use of the same infrastructure that PET is used to make 80 million tons of. That's a good start. I don't want to reinvent the wheel or anything in terms of scaling.
On our side, for our own investment, we actually know exactly what we're missing. So instead we wait for them to talk to us. Normally, I go talk to them directly. So I make announcement in social media, go to events, go to startup incubators, especially Greentown Lab in Houston.
Is what makes the stars shine. So it's a process by which the nuclei, we are all made of atoms, and in the center of these atoms are these tiny nuclei. So if you bring these nuclei really close together at very, very high temperatures, we're talking of hundreds of
buildings that are saying, wait a minute, we are actually in the built environment are hard to abate. You normally think about that in the industrial space. But given that decarbonization is a goal, hospitals, universities,
I have found in my experience since leaving Gutter is the single greatest risk for technology investments and investing green. Time. The technology is evolving enormously rapidly.